So, you're looking for your next step into the awesome world of scuba diving. You're CPR and first aid trained, so the next step seems to be an obvious one: become a rescue diver. Wanting to become a rescue diver can be the start down the road to becoming a professional diver, or just a more effective diver in your team as you learn how to prevent and help many incidents in and out of the water. So if you've been thinking about becoming a more elite diver, then join me, Mark from Simply Scuba, and let's talk about a few tips on how to be a rescue diver. Number 1. Love yourself.
I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, I thought that's how you wrote it. If you can't save your own skin, then how are you going to save others? Being a rescue diver is all about being calm and aware of your surroundings. The first rule of any rescue is to first ask yourself if you need to get into the water at all. You have to understand your limitations, and this isn't a Hollywood movie. If you jump in without thinking, then the next rescuer has to rescue 2 people now, so think twice and assess how to approach the situation first. Number 2. Expand your bubble. The best way to help in an incident is to prevent it. When you first learn to dive, your bubble of awareness is really small and only includes yourself really. As you progress and get more dives under your belt, your bubble expands to include your buddy and the environment around you. As a rescue diver, your bubble needs to expand further to include the boat, the dive site, everyone around you, and even the weather. Rescue divers should always be looking around at small signs and details that could eventually lead to a problem, and confront them beforehand. Number 3. Get ready to be the responsible one. If you see a small problem about to become a big problem, you need the confidence and the diplomacy to prevent it. But don't just jump in all guns blazing, consider it's another person you're about to interrupt, so do it gently but firmly. If it's on the surface and you can talk, then this can be both easier and harder. Don't be obnoxious and call someone out, just ask if that bolt needs tightening, or look for signs of apprehension before a dive, and be big enough to call a dive off if something doesn't feel right. And also encourage others to skip a dive if they don't feel right, instead of jumping in just because everyone else is. Peer pressure. Number 4. Control your stress. If you're freaking out in an incident, then everybody else will freak out and bad things will happen. You need to be calm and confident in everything you do. You can joke around and have fun on the boat, as this puts everybody at ease, but when it comes down to it, you need to be chill and deliberate. Talk confidently and quietly. No need to shout unless you need to get somebody's attention. As a rescue diver, you need to be proficient enough not to panic in the water. If somebody knocks your mask off or pulls your regulator out, just chill, you know how to put it back on, and you need to stay level-headed. Number 5. Up your management skills. You now need to be the prepared one of the group. Remember when you were doing your initial course and your instructor had every bit of equipment needed, or at least a way around something? That's because 1. They've probably come across this before, and 2. We're always taught to ask ourselves, what if? What if is a great question you need to start asking yourself all the time. What if one of my hoses fails when kitting up? What if my mask gets knocked off? You need to start accumulating spares and tools to fix problems that might occur. Out of all of this, what if is probably the most important tip that you need to take away from this. But let us and others know in the comments what your best rescue tip is and why. Thanks for watching, guys, and safe diving. We are an online dive store serving the UK and the world for all your diving equipment needs. So why not visit us at simplyscuba.com or click the box on your screen.